Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Box, Easy English with Julia and Tom, where learning English is simple, practical, and fun. I'm Julia.
And I'm Tom. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here with you today. Thanks for spending part of your day with us. I'm feeling relaxed, curious, and already thinking about my next trip.
Perfect, because today's topic is something many people love to talk about.
Yes, today we're talking about travel.
Trips, vacations, packing, planning, getting lost, finding good food, and sometimes getting very tired.
Exactly. Whether you love traveling, travel only sometimes, or just like thinking about travel, this episode is for you.
In today's episode, we'll show you how people really talk about travel in English, in simple conversations, with friends, and in everyday situations.
You'll hear common questions, natural answers, and useful expressions that people use when talking about trips, experiences, and preferences.
We'll also help you practice talking about your own travel habits, where you like to go, how you travel, and what kind of trips you enjoy.
And don't worry if your English isn't perfect. Travel plans change all the time, and your English can improve step by step too.
Before we begin, if you enjoy learning English through calm, natural conversations like this, please like this episode and subscribe to the channel.
It really helps us keep creating more practical content for you.
As always, we'll keep things clear and relaxed so you can listen while commuting, walking, or dreaming about your next vacation.
Learning English doesn't have to feel like hard work. It can feel like listening to two friends chatting.
So get comfortable and let's jump into today's episode, talking about travel in real English. Travel habits. Let's start simple, Tom. Do you like traveling?
Yes, I do. I really like traveling. I don't travel all the time, but when I do, I enjoy it a lot.
Same here. I love traveling too. For me, traveling is a way to relax and explore at the same time.
That's true. Traveling feels exciting until you start packing.
Oh, yes, I love traveling, but packing, not so much. How often do you travel?
Not very often, maybe once or twice a year. I usually travel during holidays or long weekends.
I travel a bit more often than you. Sometimes short trips, sometimes longer vacations. Even a short trip feels refreshing.
That's true. A short trip is still a trip, especially if there's good food.
Do you prefer traveling alone or with other people?
I prefer traveling alone. I can go where I want, when I want. I have more freedom to explore local culture and food.
I'm the opposite. I like traveling with others, especially close friends or family. It feels safer and more fun because you can share the experience. But I don't book group tours. I plan my trips myself, so they're still very flexible. We can go where we want and eat what we want.
That sounds really nice. Julia, what kind of trips do you enjoy most?
I prefer relaxing trips, beach vacations, quiet places, and slow mornings.
I like exploring trips more. Cities, walking around, trying local food, and sometimes getting a little lost.
Getting lost is part of the adventure.
Exactly, as long as you find food in the end.
So, dear listeners, notice that we used the present simple to talk about likes and habits. For example, I like traveling, or I don't travel very often.
We also used prefer, A or B, to talk about choices. For example, I prefer beach trips to city trips.
You don't need big words to speak good English. Short, simple sentences are perfect practice. Travel planning. Let's talk about planning, Tom. Do you prefer short trips or long trips?
Short trips, definitely. 3 or 4 days is perfect for me. Long trips sound nice, but by day 5 I start missing my bed.
I get that. I prefer longer trips. When I travel far, I like to stay longer so I don't feel rushed. It gives me time to slow down and really enjoy the place. So, how do you usually plan your trips?
I plan the basics, flights, hotels, maybe 1 or 2 activities. After that, I try to stay flexible. Flexible means I'm open to change. If I like a place, I stay longer. If not, I move on.
That sounds very relaxed. I plan more than you. I read blogs, save places, and make a list. But honestly, I change the plan on day 1.
So you plan everything just to ignore it later.
Exactly. Planning makes me feel calm. Changing plans makes me feel free.
What's the best trip you've ever had?
That's a hard question, but one of my best trips was a quiet beach vacation a few years ago. I didn't do much. I just walked, ate good food, and rested. It became a really strong memory for me because it was simple and peaceful.
That sounds perfect. For me, the best trip was a city trip with friends. We walked everywhere, tried local food, and talked all night. The experience was great because I shared it with people I like. Last question. What do you enjoy most when you travel?
I enjoy small moments, morning coffee in a new place, random walks, and good conversations.
I love discovering new activities, local food, local markets, little cafes, and honestly, I enjoy not checking the time. That might be the best part of travel.
Yes, no alarms, no rush, just being present.
Until it's time to go home.
Then reality comes back very fast. Ideal travel. Let's talk about food, an important travel topic. Do you like trying local food when you travel?
Definitely. Local food is one of my favorite parts of traveling. It helps me understand the culture better. Sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's very surprising.
That's true. I love local food too. Even if I don't love every dish, I like trying. Travel helps me step out of my comfort zone, especially with food.
What about the difficult side of travel? What do you find challenging when you travel?
Packing is still hard for me. I always bring too many things, and sometimes plans change, which can be stressful. But I've learned that challenges are part of the experience.
For me, long flights are the hardest. I love traveling. I just don't love airports.
Do you think the way you travel has changed over time?
Yes, a lot. When I was younger, I wanted to see everything, all the time. Now I travel more slowly and choose comfort more often.
Same here. I travel differently now too. I care more about balance, enjoying the place, but also resting. Travel used to feel tiring. Now it feels more meaningful.
Julia, what does your ideal trip look like?
My ideal trip is calm and flexible. Good food, nice walks, meaningful conversations, and time to relax. Adventure is great, but only if there's rest too.
I agree. My ideal trip includes discovering new places, eating well, and absolutely no alarms.
That sounds perfect. Travel doesn't have to be busy to be special. That brings us to the end of today's episode about travel. We talked about travel habits, planning trips, challenges, and what an ideal trip really means to each of us.
And remember, speaking good English doesn't mean using big or difficult words. It means talking clearly about real experiences, like travel in your own life.
We heard how simple sentences can already say a lot. For example, I like trying local food, or I prefer short trips to long ones.
As your English grows, you can slowly add more detail. I enjoy traveling because it helps me relax and learn about different cultures.
Now it's your turn to practice. Try saying 1 or 2 sentences about travel, your habits, your favorite trips, or your ideal vacation.
You can say them out loud, write them down, or share them in the comments. One sentence is more than enough.
Learning English works best when it feels natural and pressure-free. Small practice done often really adds up.
If you enjoy learning English through calm, friendly conversations like this, please like this episode and subscribe to the channel.
Your support helps us continue creating practical English for everyday life.
Thank you for spending this time with us today.
Take care, stay curious.
And we'll see you in the next episode of English Box.
See you next time.